Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, your reliable destination for the latest verified updates on the Iraqi dinar revaluation and developments within Iraq's financial landscape. What we're discussing today marks a true turning point, something long anticipated by many dinar holders across the globe. After years of speculation, rumor, and hope, it's finally official. The three notes Iraqi dinar notes, including the 25,000, 50,000, and even 100,000 denominations, are now being accepted for direct exchange at select local banks. This development removes the mystery and secrecy that previously surrounded redemption procedures, making this moment truly historic for anyone who has patiently held on to their notes. From early this morning, reports began pouring in from dinar holders nationwide who confirmed successful transactions at major banks. These individuals walked in with high denomination notes and walked out with exchange confirmations, proof that these notes are finally being treated as active currency by banking systems. This isn't another wave of speculation, it's now reality, supported by first-hand testimonials from tellers and banking representatives. For those who've waited patiently, this could mark a dramatic financial shift, especially as live exchange rates at several banks are reflecting rates of $3.00 or more per dinar. To put it in perspective, a single 25,000 IQD note could potentially fetch over $75,000 USD, depending on the live rate at your participating bank. There's no need to seek out unofficial channels or exclusive redemption groups anymore. Many banks, especially those located in major metropolitan areas, have already implemented the necessary back-end updates to accommodate these exchanges. That said, not all branches are equally prepared. Some are still transitioning their systems or awaiting final clearance. If you hold dinar, the most important step right now is to contact your local bank directly. Ask whether they've enabled IQD exchanges, what rate they're currently using, and whether they require an appointment. When preparing for an exchange, make sure your currency is clean and in good condition. Heavily damaged bills or notes missing identifying markers might be rejected. Bring along a valid government-issued ID, such as a passport or driver's license. If you have purchase receipts from when you acquired your dinar, bring those as well. They can simplify verification. Receipts may not be essential, but they can certainly support your case, particularly if you're handling large sums. Being organized will help your experience go smoothly and without unnecessary delays. More and more banks are joining the list of authorized IQD exchange locations each day. Institutions with global trade desks or international currency operations are usually among the first to activate their systems for this process. Several leading banks in the US, Europe, and the Middle East have already started processing exchanges. If your local branch seems unsure, ask to speak directly with someone from their foreign exchange department. Frontline tellers may not yet have full access to the latest updates, so a courteous escalation can make all the difference. Understanding your live rate is crucial. At this stage, there is no single global standard for the dinar's exchange value. Some banks are displaying internal rates of $3.00 to $3.25 per dinar, a dramatic departure from historical values. These fluctuations are normal in the early phases of revaluation, and rates may vary not only by bank but also by time of day based on currency market activity. If your bank quotes a lower rate today, you can wait. You are not locked into exchanging immediately, which means you can monitor rate changes and plan accordingly. With the rush of activity, safety becomes a primary concern. Unfortunately, opportunists are already surfacing, offering exclusive deals, secret redemption locations, or expedited service for a fee. These offers are not legitimate. Only engage with official banks and regulated financial institutions. Do not hand over your dinar to third parties or strangers claiming to fast-track your process. This is your financial future and it deserves proper safeguarding. Official banks are insured and operate under federal oversight, which protects not just your money, but also your identity and legal rights. This groundbreaking shift stems from Iraq's ongoing efforts to align its financial framework with global standards. One key initiative involved partnering with K2 Integrity, a respected U.S.-based compliance firm tasked with modernizing Iraq's banking infrastructure. Their involvement has played a pivotal role in making this moment possible. It's not simply about currency, it's about global recognition and trust. The progress we're seeing now directly reflects Iraq's ambition to re-enter the international financial community with credibility. Also, Iraq's push into digital banking has accelerated. The integration of systems like QuiCard, the national smart card solution, with new compliance tools is creating a modern and accessible financial network. These upgrades make it easier for both local citizens and foreign investors to operate within Iraq's system using reliable, transparent platforms. As the region pushes forward, despite political hurdles, this move signals a strong step into the future. Iraq is making it clear it's open for business, from energy exports to tourism to currency markets. Now, let's touch on taxation and reporting. While most banks haven't released universal tax guidelines tied directly to dinar exchanges, it's important to understand that large currency transactions may be reported to financial authorities such as the IRS. This isn't something to be alarmed by. It's standard procedure in most jurisdictions to maintain financial transparency. It's wise to speak with a licensed tax advisor before proceeding with large exchanges. Knowing what to expect will help you avoid unexpected issues and allow you to plan how much of your gains you'll actually retain. This moment carries emotional significance for many holders of Iraqi dinar. It was never just about paper currency. For countless individuals, these notes represented hope that a nation could rebuild and that a long-held belief in its future would eventually bear fruit. If you've held onto your dinar through years of doubt, misinformation, and setbacks, this moment affirms your trust. The exchange is no longer a hypothetical, it's a lived experience. You now have the opportunity to act. If you're feeling unsure or overwhelmed right now, that's perfectly normal. This is a major financial shift and emotions can run high. The best thing you can do is take a methodical approach. Start by contacting your bank to confirm whether they are accepting Iraqi dinar. Ask them what rate they are offering, what documentation you'll need, and whether you need to make an appointment. You don't need to exchange all your currency at once. Many experts actually recommend testing the process with a smaller amount first. Once you're comfortable and have verified the bank's procedures, you can move forward with larger exchanges on your own timeline. Some banks are already adopting appointment-only systems for IQD transactions, especially in areas seeing high demand. This might actually work in your favor. It gives you focused time with a banking representative and reduces the likelihood of delays or confusion. In fact, some financial institutions are even setting up dedicated IQD exchange desks, separating these transactions from regular teller traffic to enhance both security and privacy. If your branch offers this, take advantage of it. You've waited a long time for this, and you deserve to go through the process without unnecessary pressure or disruptions. Many are now wondering, will the exchange rate continue to rise? Could it hit $10.00, $20.00, or even $40.00 per dinar? The truth is, nobody can guarantee where the rate will go from here. However, analysts suggest that Iraq's long-term vision could include currency parity with the US dollar or even exceed that mark if economic reforms continue successfully. That said, the market is still stabilizing and we may see fluctuations along the way. Don't act out of fear or FOMO. Develop a strategy. Be smart. Set your financial goals now. If you're unsure how to approach it, speak with a professional financial planner or CPA familiar with foreign currency transactions. This could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and careful planning can make a world of difference in what you walk away with. Let's not forget that this change affects more than just individual investors. It's a signal of Iraq's rebirth as a competitive force in the global economy. The revaluation, combined with improved electronic banking, anti-corruption measures, and a growing list of global financial partnerships, indicates a broader commitment to economic modernization. Efforts to delete zeros from the currency, build public financial literacy, and upgrade central banking policies are helping Iraq secure a stable, trustworthy foundation for long-term development. This benefits not only foreign investors, but also Iraqi citizens, who stand to gain from a stronger and more internationally respected currency. As this transformation unfolds, the message from Iraqi Dinar News is clear. This isn't the end of your journey, it's the beginning of a new one. We will continue to follow every update related to exchange rates, policy changes, and international banking integration. Our team is committed to bringing you first-hand reports, user experiences, and detailed guides on how to navigate each step of this evolving landscape. If you haven't already, subscribe to Iraqi Dinar News and turn on notifications so you don't miss a critical update. We are here to make sure you're informed, prepared, and ahead of the curve. Now is also a good time to start conversations with your financial advisor, your CPA, or any trusted expert who can guide you through the implications of exchanging a large foreign currency sum. Ask about potential tax implications, estate planning, or even charitable giving, if that's something you're considering. With this kind of financial momentum, preparation and discipline are key. Don't underestimate the power of planning. Take time to understand how much of your gains you'll keep and what options you have to grow that value wisely. To those who've stayed the course, who didn't sell during the hard years, who held on when the rumors got loud and hope seemed far off, this moment is your reward. The value is real. The exchanges are happening. Your belief in the future of Iraq and in the revaluation of the dinar is being affirmed. This is about more than wealth. It's about vindication. It's about being part of a rare financial moment that could uplift not just individual lives, but an entire nation stepping into the future. So take the next step. Check your notes. Organize your documents. Call your bank. Ask smart questions. Move forward confidently and without haste. If your branch is still catching up, give it a day or two. Systems are being updated daily across the country. Patience now may yield even greater rewards in the near future. As always, Iraqi Dinar News will remain your trusted source as this story continues to develop. Be sure to leave a comment below if you've already exchanged or if you're still planning. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If this update brought you clarity or encouragement, don't forget to like the video. It helps spread real news in a space flooded with noise. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay hopeful. The revaluation isn't coming someday, it's here now. The landscape has changed and your financial horizon just expanded. This is your time, make it count.